Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late. Oh my gosh, I have been busy today. How is everybody? Welcome. I'm so glad you are here. I am having a good start to my week. I hope everyone else is as well. Let me say hi to everybody. Oops, sorry, my phone is on. Let me scroll on up and start at the beginning. And of course, Lee is here. He has done all the things. We can start this live officially. Hi, Lee. Welcome. Hi, Joe. Thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, yeah, and the wicked storms. It hasn't been stormy here, so I'm hoping everyone stays safe. Been through lots of wicked storms lately. So far, so good. That's good. Let's see. Marion. Hello, Rumi. Welcome. Let's see. Okay, looks like Marion and Joe and Lee were chatting before the live. Sarah, hello, welcome. Robin, hello. Dip in time. Rhonda's here from Canada. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome. Sparkle Dust and Diamonds, hello. Kim got a new groove is in the house. Jessica, hello. Welcome. Veronica, Sapphires and Ocean Waves is in the house. One of the best mods on the planet, along with Alyssa and all of my other mods. Thank you so much for being here and helping me out. AK Spook is here. Oh, you're new to the channel. Welcome to the craziness. We'll have a good time, I promise. Lifetime new to the channel and diamond painting, but a lifetime crafter. Well, welcome to the addiction. It's super fun. Sarah Ann, hello, welcome. Let's see. Jay Lely is here. Allison, welcome. Ginger, hello. Autumn Lehman, hello from North Dakota. Ooh, is it getting cooler there? I'm very jealous if it is. Sherry Jones is here. Tammy, hello. Barb Tope is in the house. Hello. Barb Tope is my lighthouse friend. She knows what I mean. We trooped up a hill at the retreat. We both nearly fell on our butts, but we made it to the lighthouse. That was a funny story. Ashley, hello. Cheryl, hello, welcome. Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant, is in the house, my friend, and other awesome mod. Yay, thank you for being here. Let's see. Carly, hello, welcome. Carly, did I tell you I got my look-alike painting of you? Yes, I got the Sarah Mustafa. What is she called? Oh, I'll have to go look. That's going to bug me. The red-headed mermaid princess that looks just like you, that you were working on at the retreat. I got her thanks to a very nice de-stasher. I was very lucky to get her. Hello, Tammy, Sparkle Sanctuary. Hello, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Courtney's in the house. Hello, Courtney, my friend. Let's see. Marie, hello. There's Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Super excited about a project that Tammy and I are working on. I'll let you know about that. Oh, thank you, Autumn. Thank you guys so much. Mermaid Princess. That's what I knew someone would know the name. Mermaid Princess. She's a beautiful redhead from Sarah Mustafa. And I think she looks just like Carly. She does. So that'll be a fun one to work on. Please forgive me if you say hi. I'm working on you're working on a bag right now. Yay. Sarah Ann Creations is a wonderful spot for embroidery. I just got a project bag from her for Oz and Og. So, and speaking of Oz and Og, that's what I'm working on right now. My poor owl, y'all. My big owl project. I did do another section. I just have to put it away and rest. And that is okay. I'm giving myself grace and just going, you know what? It may take a while to finish it, but I refuse to burn out. So I put it away when I am done and I will go back to it. I am going to do a upcoming progress video. And I hope it will help everyone to know and to understand that it's okay to take breaks. And even if you don't work on something for 3 weeks, it's okay. And Alyssa, I got your message. I will send your replacement list for Good Witch. I have it right here. Okay, so I'm working on Good Witch for Oz and Og. Now, as you know from last week, Alyssa started this, and I was wanting to complete my Wizard of Oz set from Diamond Art Club, and I didn't have Good Witch. I had everything else but Good Witch. So Alyssa brought it to the retreat. So here we are. I've made some progress. We've gotten the boobs done. Yay! No. And her scepter and the little houses. So I'm making tracks. I'm making tracks on my Good Witch. So hopefully I will have this done by the end of Oz and Og. Been working on special projects for Smashing the Specials. So yeah, I've been blowing and going as far as diamond painting. So yeah. Now you need the cleavage. Yeah. There's no cleavage in this one. There's no cleavage in this one. Just, yeah. So nothing very sexy. Just, yeah. Her bust and her dress and all that. But yeah, no cleavage. Sorry. This one's not going to be very, very exciting. But she's a good witch. She's a good witch. She's not a bad witch. So we cover up, right? Oh, shoot. Yes, all enhancements are bought by Tima. Did Kat enter the chat? Did I miss it? Where is Kat? Did I miss Kat? Oh my gosh. Hi, Kat. Sorry. Good Witch is one of my most favorite finishes. Yeah. Yeah. Good Witch. Oh, Glenda, she was Glenda in the Wizard of Oz. Glenda, the Good Witch, always reminds me. She has a school named after her now. That's the kindergarten teacher that she was. And she was amazing. Her name was Gigi. I won't give you her full name for confidentiality, but her name was Gigi, and she was our kindergarten team leader. And she talked exactly, and still continues to talk exactly like Glenda the Good Witch. She was the most requested teacher in the history of teacher requests. Everybody wanted her for their child's kindergarten teacher because she was phenomenal. Like I said, she has a school named after her now. She was that good. But yeah, kindergarten teacher. And she just talked like this all the time. And she's retired, obviously, now. She still continues to talk like this. When I was her supervisor and in education, we do evaluations on the teacher. So I would go in with my handy dandy steno pad and I would observe a lesson for 45 minutes, and you observe an entire lesson and you write down. Basically, you're like a stenographer. In addition to other things, you track how many kids are on task, the types of questions they're asking, what the kids are doing, the engagement versus, them sitting there like this because you're there. I can tell that. But anyway, I'd go in and, do observations. Well, of course, there were some teachers I loved observing more than others. And this teacher was one of them, Glenda. I'll call her Glenda. Glenda the Good Witch was a teacher that I would always stay longer than I was supposed to because she was so darn good. She was magic. When I tell you when you can have 5-year-olds in the palm of your hand, I'm telling you, every time I walked in her classroom, they were like this because every day was an adventure in that classroom. But, so we do the observation, we'd have a post-observation conference. And then at the end of the year with the teachers that you supervised, you'd have an end of the year conference called a summative conference where you'd go over the year and their goals for the upcoming year. Hi, baby. I got a salute. Goals for the next school year and plans and that kind of thing. Well, I would sit and I'm supposed to be talking to her about what I loved about her teaching and areas to have goals in and yada, yada. Every single time the woman would come in, every time, it was without fail. Before I would know it, she had turned the conference into, let me talk to you, Kara. It's been such a good year working for you, and you're so great at this and that. And I'm like, what? wait a minute, this is supposed to be your conference. This is supposed to be your time for me to talk to you about all of that. But no, she'd flip it around without my even knowing it. And before I'd know it, we were into, Kara, I just want to thank you so much. And I'm like, my gosh. Anyway, she was a phenomenal human being. But every time I think of Glenda, the good witch, I think of this teacher. I also think her boy, she had 2 sons, and her husband was a dentist. But her 2 sons would always come in and go, she talks like that to us too. Would you please do the dishes? Would you please go outside and help with this? And they're like, and we can't say no because she's so darn sweet that she's been like this our whole life. Like, this is how she talks, seriously. So we always had fun of making fun of her just a little bit, but she was Glenda the Good Witch, I'm telling you. So it was fun. Let's see. Cat is me listening and cooking dinner. Okay. Bonsoir, Melanie. Are you coming at us from France? Bonsoir. Missy from So Blingy, driving and listening. Hello, Missy. Welcome, welcome. I always wondered why they came into the class. That's why we would come in. You do a formal observation for 45 minutes, at least in our district. And then you were required to do 2 walkthroughs, meaning I'd come in unannounced. I'd sit down for 15 minutes, write down some stuff and leave. But I also made it a goal to I didn't like to always just walk in and sit down with my steno pad and write. I wanted to get involved with the kids. So I was pretty visible and in classrooms a lot. And it was so nice because it got to the point where the teachers were trusting that I always wasn't coming in to be judgy. And they'd sometimes go, oh my gosh, I'm having the worst day. Can you take that group of kids over there and do blah? And I'd be like, yes, I'd love to. So I'd grab the kids. Sometimes I'd come in and say, hey, you look like you need a break. I've got your class for 45 minutes. Go away. Go do something you need to do. And that was always so fun. I always had a great time, but loved being in classrooms. Whenever I was stressed out with the adults, the kids made it a whole lot better. So yeah. Hi, Emma. Welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm actually at work. Oh, well, Tracy, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I wish I could keep I know. Yeah, she could keep kids' attention like no other. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Robert. Welcome. Diamonds and Doxies. Hello. Renee. Hello. Diamond Mima Sparkles. Hello. Oh, you're French Canadian. Okay. Well, bonsoir, Melanie. Today's our puppy golden retriever birthday. Yay. Oh, I had a golden. His name was Bo. I love golden retrievers. They're precious. Did you get that painting from Eau Claire, the one with the golden retriever that's reflected in the water? Oh, that face was so cute. Wish you could do that with my kids. Just tag team their homeschool. Yes, yes. I did a lot of, oh my gosh, like I should have won an Academy Award with kids because it was, I love the way so-and-so is doing so well. What are you oh my gosh, everyone look at so-and-so. Look how well they're doing. And I would on purpose pick a kid that sometimes struggled with behavior a little bit. Because you have to praise those kids if they're breathing correctly, because, success breeds success. And then they would be like, oh, she thinks I'm good. She hasn't seen good yet, because if they thought you thought they were bad, they would say you haven't seen bad yet. So yeah, I always tried to do that. I loved supporting my staff. Veronica, towards the end, I got feeling, just because of everything that was happening, everything that was coming down because of the virus. And, again, we had so many strange things happen the last 5 years of my career that I just couldn't fix. We had Harvey that flooded 700 of my 1,000 families. We had the virus. We had, just weird stuff consecutively in a row. So it was time for me to retire because I was feeling it. And I'm an empath. I completely am an empath. So I will not only sympathize with your problems, I will wear them. And towards the end, it was getting to the point where My health was being impacted because I was wearing it home. Marlon could see it on me. Like I was wearing all of the problems. I couldn't just leave it at work. I was bringing it home, just couldn't sleep at night, trying to fix stuff that I couldn't fix. Things happen that are beyond your control. But my personality was, I was such a control freak that I could control flooding, I could control a worldwide, virus. I could control all that. No, you can't. But I thought I could. And it really took a toll on me. So my advice to everyone here, sympathizing with people is good because they need people to lean on, but don't wear it because you're no good for anyone else if you're not good for yourself. And in retirement and having time to think and read and just read different things besides leadership books, I've learned some things and I've grown. And I think if I ever went back to be a leader, I think I'd be a much different leader. I wouldn't try to fix everyone's problems. I would support them in problem solving and try to lead them to their own solutions, because 9 chances out of 10, you can give people advice all day long, but they're going to do what they want to do anyway. They are. So, it was healthy for me to retire, but I miss those kids. I miss how literal they took everything. I miss them coming and sitting on my lap and holding my hand in the hall. Elementary kids. Now, junior high kids did not do that. Let me just back it on up. But I miss the junior high kids for different reasons. But yeah, I had fun. I had a lot of fun being a principal. Yes, it's nice. It is nice, Melanie, isn't it? I have the best live crew ever. This group of people, whenever I have guests on, I'm like, I have the best people that come to my live ever. There's never any drama. It's always fun. It's always people tease and people laugh, and we have such a good time. I do. I have the best live crew ever. So I'm very blessed. Hi, Mama B. Welcome. Hello, happy little drills. You're right, Melanie. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. And that's exactly what I was doing. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah Ann. Yeah, it's hard being an empath. So, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. So, but I think I retired at just the right time. I'm still toying with maybe going back and doing some subbing, because I can still be with kids and, have a little bit of an impact, but not be directly responsible, if that makes any sense. I can just walk out of the building at the end of the day and go, hope that all turns out okay for you. Bye. Anyway. Oh, Courtney, my favorite kids, I swear, were the kids that, like I always say this, they just had a little bit more soul than they could control. I love those kids. I always called them the Robin Williams of the group, the future comedians. Those were the kids that I absolutely got along best with, because those were the kids I'd find in the hallway, or that were sent to my office with a note saying, this kid is driving me crazy. Help me out before I lose my mind. Teacher just needed a little bit of a break, which I totally got, but I loved those kids. They made me laugh. So, yeah, it's hard sometimes to do actual teaching as a sub, but here's the deal. Substituting, for anyone that wants to get into it, again, you have to win an Academy Award. You cannot let them see any fear. Like, even if you have no clue what on God's green earth you're doing, you have to appear like you do. I got this. I know this. Yeah. And this is how it's going to go down, and this is what we're going to do. And if we do it this way, then we can have some fun. However, if you don't, and if I didn't know, I would call a student up and go, hey, can you help me with this? Because I'm not sure where this is. And they would help me. And normally I would also find a kid that had more soul than they could control, because they would be honest with you and they would tell you how to do stuff. So, but yeah, you have to win an Academy Award when you get in a classroom full of kids. And it's getting harder and harder and harder, because you are constantly competing with this. So your teaching has to rival a TikTok video. It just does. So, is it work? Yeah. But when they're with you and they're talking and they're excited about it, it makes it even more rewarding. Berta, hello, Berta. Berta's the white sheep. Leah's the black sheep. Berta's the white sheep. Note sent home saying she has such a big person. You know what, Ashley? That is okay. I got many notes home. If it gives you hope, I got many notes home to my mother stating I had to be separated again from someone else for talking too much. Imagine that. And I ended up being a principal. So it's ironic. I wish I could write all my teachers and go, guess what I ended up being? So there is hope, I promise. And I had a lot of parents that would tell me, okay, you're giving me hope. You drove your parents crazy. You talked too much in class. Yes, I did. I did. You subbed for 5 years. Yeah. Depending on the class you get, yeah, that can be a challenge, but again, you get to walk away. So high school English teacher in Texas. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Those kids are special. They are, but, yeah, high school. Yeesh. Yeah. Junior high is about my limit on content. Now I could teach history. I could teach English, in a high school, but no math, no science. You would not want me. I'd have to call the instructional coach half the time when I had to cover our algebra class in junior high. I'd be like, help, someone come in and help me because I don't want to screw these kids up too bad. So she would come running and help me teach the class because math is not my thing at all. Needless to say, she was ready to retire. Yeah. My mom worked in a nursing home and retired during the pandemic. She had to go through weekly swabs and wear the full hazmat suit. Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely. Especially with elderly people. We were supposed to go see my dad, who is in his 80s, and my stepmom. It was 2022, and we went and got tested because they live in a retirement community, and we just wanted to make sure that we were okay to go. And so Marlon and I both went and got tested and contacted my dad and said, okay, we're good. You know, we're clear. And for some reason, my dad looked at Emily, my stepmom, and said, we probably need to go get tested too. They both were positive. So there were 2 Christmases when they had it and we couldn't spend Christmas with them. So we were okay, believe it or not. And we're the ones out in the world. They're pretty much homebodies, but yeah, they got it. So that was pretty dangerous, but whew, I won't ever say we're past it or it's over, but at least the worst of it is, I don't want to go through that again. If you're the nice 7 in middle school, you get chewed up. Coming in, being bigger than your size and set the precedent, and your day gets much better. Yeah. It's like, this is what you're going to do. This is the line. If you cross it, I'm sorry. But I loved going in to sub, because after, again, that whole pandemic really impacted everything. After that, we had a sub shortage because nobody wanted to come in and sub at a school with 1,200 kids and be in the hallway at class change. I mean, when everyone came back from it, I'm literally standing in a hallway in a mask, but 1,200 kids in a passing period. I was a little panicky. I mean, you know, kids are all over they have to change classes. What are you going to do? So you're right in the middle of it. But they were pretty good. Elementary would have been much more hazardous because, I mean, they wipe their noses. I mean, oh my gosh, I can't even. And they don't mean to. They're just kids. That's their job. That's what they do. So yeah, it was a little scary. But anyhow, I think she retired a year earlier just to get away from it. Well, I contacted the Texas Retirement Association, they told me I could have retired 2 years ago because I started teaching at 21 when I was 21 years old, and I'd never had a break in service. So I took my maternity leave with both boys, but then they went to a lady that took care of them while I worked. So I never had a break in service. So all of my years counted. So I got to retire, at 53, which is early. So there's tons of notes home. Long-term subbing is the sweet spot where you sub for like 6 weeks because you really get to know them and they get to know you. Yeah. They do have positions in schools where the principal has a baby or the assistant principal has a baby, and they ask retired principals to come back and take those spots because when you are a principal, you have specific lifetime certifications, so you can serve in ARD meetings, admission review and dismissal meetings of special education kids. You can help with state testing. You've been trained and certified in that and all that. So they like retired principals to come back and take those spots, but you don't have any of the responsibility. So you can say, oh, well, I don't know. Let me get someone to help you with that because I'm just a sub. I'm not in charge here. That seems like it would be really fun. That's what I'm toying with maybe doing because I know they need subs. So we'll see. Tons of, let's see, teacher was a substitute. She should never let them see her cry. Yeah, it was all over then. Yeah. They'll give you a little bit of a break, but after a while, the break is over. I still can't keep quiet, but it works out as an audiobook narrator. Nothing. Oh, Ashley, are you an audiobook narrator? How fun is that? I listen to Audible all the time. I think that would be a fun job because there are some of those audiobook narrators that are like listening to paint drying. They're so boring. And then some of them are so good. So that's interesting. Daughter teaches kindergarten and first grade in California. I have a niece that taught in high school history and is now a vice principal in Colorado. Yes, absolutely, Melinda. You've lived with a bunch of educators, absolutely. And it's funny. My great grandmother was a teacher, but the rest of my family, I don't come from a lineage of educators. My mom was a nurse. My dad worked for the government and was military. But my great grandmother taught in a one-room schoolhouse in Guthrie, Oklahoma, and that's my lineage. My dad to this day says you walk just like her. So I guess I got the gene through her. I don't know. My first sub driving to the high school realized I wasn't told the class subject. That was by design. It's a Catholic high school and grade 10 religion. I survived. Yes. Well, you had God with you. So I'm sure you survived because he was on your side. I promise. My grandmother passed in 2020, the day they shut everything down. I looked at it as a blessing, my mom and dad. Well, that's good. Yeah, wow. That's an interesting date that she passed away the day they shut everything down. That's interesting. Yeah. It takes, I will say teaching is way more tough than being a principal as far as kids go. Because you're in the trenches. That's what you see. But being a principal is not easy because you have that fine balance because you're trying to support the kids and the teachers and the parents. You're trying to get the full story because you don't get the full story from one party. You have to go to everybody and then kind of make a decision based on what's best for the kids. And sometimes what's best for the kids, the teachers don't always agree with, the parents don't always agree with. So I was the bad guy, but I just knew if I could get up every morning and look in the mirror and know that I did the best I could for the kids, that was what I was put on this earth to do. So yeah, it was fun. I miss it some days. Director of nursing in a nursing home when the bid hit and I was a total nightmare. Oh my gosh, I'm sure. Yeah. Because those nursing homes, those people had to really be put on lockdown because if they got it, it was at that point, it was really, really bad. Yeah. Got to go, but I'll be back. Okay, Courtney, go and come back. Audio narrating is hard. You cannot eat certain foods. Oh, yeah, I bet, Catherine. That's interesting. I bet because you have to keep your voice up. I always thought I could be a teacher. Nope. Marlon could, but I will tell you, Marlon would not have patience with it's the disrespectful, I'm not going to do what you say type thing that people lose their minds over. And it happens. It does. The kids will look at you and say, no, I'm not going to do what you say. What are you going to do about it? And it's in front of an entire class. And you're like, and some people just lose it right there, or get in a power struggle. Yes, you are going to do it. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. And it's this power struggle that the kid is engaging you in front of the class. So that's always an interesting thing to see how people handle that situation. So been there many times. Got to put the kiddo to bed. Okay, well, Ashley, thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. So do you guys want to hear about my lovely ordeal that I dealt with for 2 days? I hate it when people force me to be someone I am not. I'm a pretty patient person. I am. I really do live by the motto, be kind. But I did not live by the motto, be kind. And I will freely admit when I'm not kind. I'm kind of a B sometimes when things like this happen. So we got a check. Marlon goes to put said, hi, Sue, welcome. Marlon goes to put said check into the bank. It's a good amount of a check. I mean, it's not like horrendously big, but it's a big check. And we're going to, we've budgeted. This is what we're going to pay bills with, whatever. Puts it into account. Said bank rejects said check because of a surname on the check that was not on the account. Bank puts check into closed account. The account is closed. I don't know how you put a check into a closed account, but they did it. We spent 2 days on the phone with said bank. I'm trying to be generic here. With said bank, trying to fix this problem. I call, Marlon calls, we are talking to people. One woman got really snarky with me, and I'm like, look, I have been patient. I have been kind. I said, at this point, my problem is not getting fixed. I said, I know it's not your fault. I know you did not wake up this morning and decide you were going to give me a hard time. I'd like to speak to a supervisor. Nope, there's no supervisor for you to talk to. I got this look on my face, and I looked over at Marlon, and Marlon is shaking his head. And so I'm losing it at that point. And I'm like, so you're telling me there is no supervisor here? No one is in charge here. No one I can talk to that is in charge. Well, no wonder you people are messing up so badly. There's no one in charge of you. Who is in charge here? It was comical. Marlon had his head in his hands, and he's laughing, just laughing. I can tell because I've just lost it. Finally, the next, and I keep calling because I'm thinking if I keep bothering them, they're going to get this problem solved. It's been 3 or 4 days now, and we're needing to pay bills with this check. Turns out, at the end of the day, the check goes in the account. Are you ready for the account the check went into? The check goes into the account that Marlon originally went to the ATM to put the check into. The original account that they wouldn't put the check into in the first place. Oh my gosh. It was a nightmare, But all of that for nothing, because if they just would have approved the check going into the account it was supposed to go into in the first place, none of it would have happened. Why do these things happen? I don't understand. I have absolutely no idea. So anyway, that was my bank shenanigans for 2 solid days. I know it is time to change banks, Vern. It is. I did lose my mind. I'm telling you, I tried to be nice. I tried to be kind. I tried to take my advice. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. I tried. I really tried. But when someone tells me there's no supervisor for me to talk to, that's when I'm like, oh, no, I'm not having this. There's a difference in being kind and being run over, and I'm not being run over. So there you go. That was my bank shenanigans for the week. Oh my gosh. You know what, Renee? Poor training. That's interesting that you said that, because every single time I called, this call may be recorded and monitored for training purposes. There was one point in that conversation where I said, you know what? I have called here 7 times and I am so glad every single one of these conversations was recorded so they could see the unprofessionalism, the ineptness of you people. I am hoping that someone higher up listens to these recordings and sees how absolutely ridiculous this is. I'm glad it got recorded. I'm sure they all got immediately deleted, but every single phone call said it was being recorded. So listen up, higher ups. Here it is. Listen to what is happening to me. I don't know that anyone heard it, but I was glad it was being recorded. Anyway, let's see. Yes, I know. I don't deal well with nonsense either. Yeah, it's my job to monitor the calls at my job. I know, exactly. Either that or now it's your job to delete because you people are morons for sure. Refund for my daughter's eye doctor appointment. They wrote the check to her. I was like, hello, she's a child. Would you refund her? She didn't pay you. Yeah, I mean, and I understand that the name on the check needs to match the name on the account, but it was a surname. He is a junior. So sometimes there's a junior put behind his name and sometimes there's not. Well, either the check had junior and the account didn't, or vice versa. I'm not sure. But because the junior wasn't on either the check or the account, that was the original reason why the check didn't go in the account that it got put into in the end. Ay, ay, ay. I think they just did it to shut me up because they knew that some crazy woman was going to continue calling until they did something. So they just said, you know what, screw it. Just put it in the account. Maybe she'll shut up. Then that same night at 8:45, my phone rings and on the caller ID, it's got this bank and I'm going, I have my money. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you again. I didn't answer. I was like, I'm not answering the phone. I cannot handle this. I'm not answering. Oh my gosh. Only if you're removing cash. Yeah. Junior's not even, I know, Catherine. I know. So yeah, I avoided the call from the bank. They haven't called back. So I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure they were calling going, we're doing a survey on how your experience with our bank was. Would you be happy to answer? Oh, yes. You know what? They didn't want me to answer that phone call. They did not want me to because it would not have been pretty. Yes, I'd be happy to take your survey. What do you have to ask me? I'll be happy to answer anything you want. You won't like it, but I'll answer. I promise you, if that was what it was for, they were happy I didn't answer. Oh my gosh. Sarah Ann, I have my insurance is from USAA. USAA is the best. And you can only get USAA if you or your family have served in the military. And, we would die before we had that insurance lapse. USAA is the best. I love USAA. Love it. Just, I'm not getting a kickback from USAA, but I love them. If you are or an immediate family members in a branch of the military, look into USAA. Their insurance is amazing and they're amazing people. And my husband, junior and senior. Yeah. You should do that survey. I know. You know what? I wasn't spending any more of my time on it. Waste of energy, waste of time. I don't know what they do with those surveys anyway. So anyway. But yep, that's my shenanigans for the week. But I have more it's not shenanigans. I have more things coming up this week. Let me share with you what's happening. First of all, Tammy, or Tamothy as she's called on this live. I have been invited to be on Tammy's live this Wednesday. Can one of my mods put up Tammy's channel, her YouTube channel? I'd love for you to tune in. Tammy is going to be talking to me. I have a passion for it, and so does Tammy. We're going to be talking about kiddos and adults with special needs and how I handled that in my career and that kind of part of my life. I've never gotten to talk about that as a part of my channel. And I have such a passion for that area that I'd love to see you guys there, and you can ask questions too. It's funny when people find out that I was a principal. I do get phone calls and I do get questions from people, and I'm happy to answer them and help them out with their kids. You know, I'm not an attorney, you know, and whatnot, but I'm happy to. I was a huge proponent. In fact, I was the administrative advocate for our school district. And I actually did a statewide presentation with a parent from my school on positive school parent relations for students with special needs. So it has to come from both sides. The parents, you know, have to be willing to give, the school has to be willing to give, and do what's best for that child. So I'm happy to talk on that. And just have a passion for that, because I just feel like when a school and a parent can come together. I had a child with special needs. It wasn't severe special needs. He was dyslexic and had a learning disability in the area of math, along with being ADD. So I sat in ARD meetings for my own son. So I knew it from both sides. So it'll be a fun live. And I will be talking with Tammy on it, and I'm very honored that she wanted me to come on and talk about this. So it should be a fun live, and it's this Wednesday at 3:00 my time, right? It's 4:00 Eastern, 3:00 Central. So it's 3:00 p.m. my time this Wednesday. So y'all be there. I'll also put a post with the link for it up in Mystic Painters. So I'm excited about that. And I also have to talk with you guys about something else. I've never had this happen to me before, ever. I did a video about a week ago called 10 Diamond Painting Hacks That Will Blow Your Mind. That video has absolutely blown up. Subscribers have shot through the roof. And you guys will always be the first people that I come to and say thank you to, because it's because of you and because of your support and because of what you do and your uplifting words. You're my biggest cheerleaders and my friends. And, you know, I always told my staff, I never forget who makes me look good, and it's you. I never forget on here why I do what I do, and it's you. So thank you so much for that. I'm pretty speechless. I don't know what good I did to deserve that, but I know it's because of all of you and because of your support. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. I mean, my mind is blown on how that happened. That's just never happened to me before. So I'm glad people could take use out of it. But you know, you're my people. You really are. So I'm just always so glad to share these Monday nights with you. So, okay. Yes, it's 3 my time. Awesome. The word hacks, the algorithm also favors it. Well, now let me tell you, I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. I got so many comments on that video. I got more hacks from people that wrote in made comments on the video. So I'm going to do a hacks 2.0 video, but they are some of mine, but a lot of them are from subscribers. So, and I got some great ideas as well. So I'm going to do a hacks 2.0. That's going to come out here in the next week or so. So thank you guys that suggested it. But I'm just very, very grateful and always very humbled when stuff like that happens, because I'm like, how is this happening? I don't even know. So, but you guys are the best. You know that. You know I love you. I can write a lengthy letter. Thank you, Lee. You're so sweet. All of you are the best. Like I said, I know who makes me look good. It's you. It really, really is. And if it wasn't for you, I would just be chugging along and doing my thing. But I'm very blessed and very, very lucky. So yes, I'll be waiting for that one. Yeah. And I've also found some Amazon things. So, you know, It just happened, but I just didn't want to end this without saying thank you. So, anywho, what else is going on? Got some, everybody ready for drills and chills. I'm really excited for drills and chills. It happens because you try to, no, Tim, you are going to bring that up every dang live, aren't you? Every dang live. Chugga bunga wunga munga. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to learn how to pronounce that at some point. I'm going to call, you know what? I'm going to call the city council of Chabunga Gunga Munga, whatever it is, and ask them to write it down phonetically. And there'll be one day when I blow your mind and pronounce it correctly. I'm going to write the city council of this state. I'm taking a picture right now so I can find out what the city council of that state is and write them and go, you know what? I need to know how to pronounce that name. It is now a lifelong mission of mine. Anyway, give me a call. I'll pronounce it for you. I may also find out some fun facts. So it's by Webster, Massachusetts. I might find out some fun facts. How far is it from Salem, Massachusetts? I really want to go to Salem. You know, my brain is all over the place. But anyway, Drills and Chills is coming up. So many fun Halloween paintings. I'm doing the spiral it's a DAC for Drills and Chills. It's going to be super fun to do. I know several people that are doing it, but I also have those 3 adorable images from Distracted by Diamonds that I unboxed. I just unboxed a Rose Prophet last night that is absolutely phenomenal from Captured by Radiance. I have so many Halloween ones that I want to do so badly. And there's also one that, the first of the month when we get paid, I'm going to treat myself because it will be a little bit pricey, but it's from Diamond Painting Shop. And oh my gosh, I have wanted this diamond painting ever since I saw it. Ever since I saw it. Okay, this is the one I unboxed last night from Rose Prophet. It's called The Witch's Hour from Captured by Radiance. Isn't she beautiful? It's scary how addicted I am to Halloween, but there's another one too from the Diamond Painting Shop that I want. My list just grows and grows and grows. I'm so taken with this image. Do I have it? I may just have to outright look it up. Hang on. Let me just look it up really quickly. I want to show it to you. It's so pretty. It reminds me too, I'm watching Good Witch on Netflix. I am loving that series. I'm not into the dark occult and any of that stuff, but it's not about that. It's like a good witch that's in a Hallmark movie. It's in this idyllic town, and she has a book and candle shop, and she kind of has a thing for this cute doctor next door, and she has fun friends. She just knows things about life a little bit. I like it that it's not so in your face. It's not. Witchcraft is not in your face, whatever. So it's whatever you believe is totally welcome. It's a very inclusive show, but it's so positive, and just she's got so many good takes on life. Has anyone else seen Good Witch? It's got Catherine Bell in it, who I think is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Sue just texted me the image. And that reminds me of Good Witch. Look at her in her knee-high boots. I love this one so much. It just speaks to me. It just does. I love it. So that's from Diamond Painting Shop. It's called Mystical Moonlight Wanderer. I know, Sue. I just showed it to them. Oh my gosh. So anyway, it's really a good. Oh, you just ordered it? I'm so jealous. Yeah, I have to wait till the 1st. But yeah. At least you do more than one per year, unlike me. 2 canvases for Drills and Chills. Well, you know what? I'm thinking I probably will be working on a couple. I can't help it. And especially if I get this one, depending on how big it is and all that. So yes, Good Witch was a series on the Hallmark Channel. It was, but now it's on Netflix. And so I'm binge watching it. And it's just a feel-good movie. You know, she's just, she gives good advice out to people. even the things that go wrong aren't horribly wrong. It's like if you want a mindless, pleasant watch where everything is as it should be, and if you like that, and I like it a little bit better. I like Hallmark Christmas movies. But as I was telling Alyssa, Hallmark Christmas movies and me, I can watch a couple and then I am done. I am done with them because they have the same pattern every single Hallmark Christmas movie. Boy or girl goes to idyllic Christmas town, all decorated for the holidays. Boy meets girl. Girl may be dating someone else, but they break up. Boy may be dating someone else, but they break up. Boy and girl get together and fall in love. Boy or girl does something wrong. Tragedy happens, and one of them leaves the idyllic town. They're gone forever. Boy or girl left behind wanders idyllic Christmas town, pining for the person that they loved, remembering all their shared memories. Then something happens that brings boy or girl that left the town back to the town. They get back together and live happily ever after. Every single movie. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. But Good Witch is different. It's a different situation. It all ends up being okay in the end, but at least it's a different situation every show, which I'm good with. I can do Pollyanna, but not the same pattern over and over again. So for those of you Hallmark Christmas watchers, I'm happy for you. I just can't do it. I can watch one or two. I'll watch one or two with you, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Watch it on BYU, which is free. Okay. She has Christmas movies out too. Yes, I own the movies and series on Apple TV. I won't be participating. Not sure if you'll be a sponsor. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, Sarah Ann, you can participate in whatever you want to. You know what? Everyone is free to do what they want to do. So, sometimes there are events that I can't participate in either. So no worries there. All the same Christmas. I know Sparkle, Dust, and Diamonds, all the same. It's the same pattern. It's like a Danielle Steele novel over and over and over again. I used to read Danielle Steele. I just had to put it down because it was the same thing. It was just in a different dress or different pair of pants. It was the same story. So I can't do it. Watching that a few years ago and really liked it. Yes. I know, Sparkle Dust, you get it, right? It's the same pattern. But I like Good Witch. It's just, I like her clothes. I like her style. I also like her cousin. I can't remember what her cousin's name is. And there are several characters from Schitt's Creek in Good Witch. Okay? The waitress in the restaurant when David and Stevie go and pretend like they're on their honeymoon, and the waitress that's throwing the roses at them, she's in it. Patrick's dad makes a guest appearance in it. The cousin of Catherine Bell plays Mutt's girlfriend, Tennessee. Remember Tennessee with the big red hair, and she's beautiful. She plays the witch cousin in it. So many characters from Schitt's Creek are in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know these people. Kind of interesting. Abigail. Thank you, Tammy. Yes, Abigail. So she plays the witch cousin in Good Witch, and she's kind of the spicy, she plays kind of the rebel witch. She's really not. She's really not that bad. She tries to play the bad girl, but is there really a bad girl in a Hallmark thing? Not really, but she's kind of fun. She's kind of fun. My next small shop goal is Francesca's Studio. Yes. But waiting for the sun. Oh, is the sunflower one from Francesca's Studio Works out of stock? Yeah, you need to wait for it. It's very worth it to wait for that one. I've done that one. It's awesome. Yeah, so I'm waiting till the 1st to get my witch painting from Diamond Art Shop. I have one painting from Diamond Art Shop, so I'm just, hey, is this Carrie or Tim? Because Tim was, well, I know it's Tim because he's making me pronounce Chugbawugga Bubba. So, hi, Carrie. Carrie finally made it. Okay, so it is Carrie. All right, good. Well, Carrie, I hate to tell you, I'm about to sign off. For those of you that might not know, Brandy's class just started, and she will not be going live tonight. because she's got to get in her class and figure out what she needs to do. And she has some very special classes at her junior high, and I can only imagine how special they are. So she's got to get on because she doesn't have time during the day, of course, because she's doing her classes at school. But she's got to figure out her college classes. So she will not be going live. But I am going to work a little bit more on Good Witch, and then maybe do some more projects for Smashing the Specials. I've gotten a lot of Disney stickers done. I've gotten like 22 projects done for Smashing the Specials. So I'm working on some Christmas cards from Diamond Art Club. There will be this week, just letting you know, because you are my people, you get to know. There will be a sneak peek coming up this week. There will be a couple of other videos coming up this week. So I hope you tune in. I will be doing a progress check on my owl and let you know how I'm going on that. So I hope to see you guys this week. And don't forget, Tammy's live on Wednesday. I hope you guys have some time to get in there and see that. Tammy, I'm excited to do that with you and spend some time with you. So with that, I will sign off and let you guys know. Have a great week, and I love you. And I'll see you here next week, next Monday. Bye, guys.